wise.
Hey guys, Gary from Gary's Grails, starting off our new weekly segment. What did Gary get this week? Or I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. That's probably not it. But what did I get? Some things in the store, some things via Target, some things via a subscriber. So I'm going to show you first a couple of things I'll open up, a couple I won't, and I'll explain why. But let's just start off with the first thing I got last Sunday. I showed it on my Instagram page, but not here to you guys. So it's the starting lineup. LeBron. I got this at TJ Maxx, and it was only, I would have got a Steph Curry also, but this was literally the last one that they had. And it was $7.99, so I think they're pretty cool. This is one I'm not going to open up again. It's just got a lot of parts. And look at my Instagram page, and you'll see about 5 or 6 different photos of him if you're interested. This came in via Target today. Red Tornado. Oops. And this is for such a plain figure, not much going on. I think it's very, very cool. We'll take him out of the box and give you a closer look in just a second. The other thing, if you watched my toy hunt yesterday, you'll see that I found the McFarlane again, gold label Owlman in the blue. I put a little video up on my toy hunt of the Crisis on Two Earths was the name of that movie, and he had a gray outfit, more like Batman, and he is the crime syndicate's version of the Justice League, and they're all evil. But we'll take him out. And last but certainly not least was something that a subscriber, first name Harry, won't say your last name, don't know if you want me to, but I won't. Anyway, he found this a couple weeks ago, texted me while I was out on my Saturday toy hunt, and I said, well, I'm going to hold off. I kind of like to find stuff on my own, but I'll be damned if he didn't go and pick it up for me. And we both go to the same comic shop. It's Comic Logic. I'll put that in. And they're in Ashburn, Virginia, and it's my store, not my store, my favorite store. All the owners are friends of mine. And anyway, Harry bought this, showed up there, and dropped it off. And that's the Hammond Collection T-Rex. I don't know if you can see him. There he is. And this is such a, I opened it up, but the way he's packaged, if I cut the bands off of him to remove him, he would just rattle around in a box, and I don't want that. So I'm not going to take him out. So put your disappointing comments below. Sorry. Let's shut the video off. I'll start off. I'll take Red Tornado out of the box, and we'll take a closer look at him. All right? I know it's kind of late in the video, but nonetheless, you got to sit through this intro. All right, so we have Red Tornado on the table, out of the package. Here's the package. I didn't take the trading card or the stand. But again, these are all standard with all of Uncle Todd's stuff. Cool little artwork on the back with a bunch of Justice Leaguers in the background. Not sure who that artist is. I should look and see if he signed it somewhere, but I like that art nonetheless. But we're here to see this guy. I wish I could give you a lot of history. Now, this effect is a cool idea. You can see there's one peg there that would go on the bottom of his right foot. It's kind of a pain because the thing's already back heavy because of the cape. I got him in there earlier in practice and got it to stand up with the one foot pegged in, but I tried to do it for the sake of this video and it just wasn't happening. And I need to get filming before my Dolphins game comes on at 8 o'clock. But here it is, cool idea. I think this is reused for something else. What was the name of that character that was in, I can't even think of the movie. Jesus, that's pretty... Shazam. Not Shazam. Black Adam. The girl that did the whirlwind stuff. I think this is a different color piece, and they just repainted it. But here he is. I like the paint job, and that's why I picked it up. Simple. I mean, you got basically red, blue... Excuse me. You got a little dust on the lens there. Red, blue, gold, and some black highlights. I wondered at first if this was problem that I had to heat up, but it's actually made that way because he creates tornadoes, so this big giant collar would blow around. I guess if you wanted to, you could heat it up and bend it out like that, but no, it's all right. I like that they did the red trim all the way down. See, and Todd's got another. This is a little bit heavy. I wish the cape was a little lighter because again, it does make him back heavy, but came out real clean. The paint apps. He's an android. It's got the gold, what do they call these? Epaulettes? I don't know. Epaulettes? Something. Put me in the comments What are these called? Gold thingies. That's it. But I like that the paint apps are all clean. Down the legs, leading up to the boots. The stripes everywhere. It's a handsome figure. Focus, camera. What's going on? Here it goes. He does come with 2 fists in the package and 2 open hands. I just left them in the packaging. So you may have a preference. But there you have Red Tornado. And you get standard articulation. He's got a nice little ab crunch, and his head goes back. So you can get him in some flying poses. Looks down pretty well. Arms go out to 90. You know the drill. So I'm going to imprison him back in his box, and let's take a look at Owlman next. All right, stick around. Be right back. All right, so now we've got Owlman on the table. Here's his packaging. Again, standard Todd stuff. Trading card, base, gold label. Owlman. Cool artwork on the back. Forever evil. Forever. Not just a weekend. Forever. Here he is. 0 accessories with this guy. This is what you get. What you see is literally what you get. And again, this is identical to the first release with the exception of the color scheme. The first one, he was all gray, like he was in the Crisis on Twin Earths or 2 Earths. I keep forgetting the name of the damn movie. But this is a good look. Zoom in. He's got the cowl with the blue lenses on the goggles. It's kind of Iron Man-esque. And then the owl, I guess it's supposed to be feathers. They get the little insignia on his chest right there, going down to the matching on this plain silver or gunmetal colored buckle, belt and buckle that goes all the way around. He's got the single, they call these scallops, on the back of his gloves. They are kind of sharp, actually. And he definitely has clawed hands, slightly clawed anyway. The cape is really flimsy, which is good. You can flip it right up, and you could, if you wanted to, get him in some cool, gliding poses or whatever, coming down off a wire or whatever. You have a stand, a flight stand. Let me see. I mean, as far as details on the figure, there's not a whole hell of a lot to look at. But he's cool. He's got that Batman vibe for sure, going down to his boots. Todd's kicking in with the toe articulation on everything. And he moves fairly well, rocking, swivel on the ankles, and double jointed knees, and double jointed hands, and it can spin around. It just doesn't look right, does it? Not at all. So, I never found the original in stores. I just never came across it. So when I saw this one, and if you watched my toy hunt yesterday, you saw that I found it in a Walmart of all places. So that is Owlman. It's not prison, but he's going back in the box nonetheless. So one more toy to show you, and we'll call it quits. All right, stick around. All right, here's the Hammond Collection T-Rex, and you can see he's pretty big. The tail's separate, of course, plugs into the back, where the tail goes. But the way he's banded in here, if I cut these loose, it would be a pain to put them back around, stretch them to the back, connect them, and he's staying in the box for me. So I don't want to disappoint you, but I can show you his T-Rexy mouth, which has 3 different. This is the wide open. You get partial open and then closed. And I love it. This is the look exactly of that T-Rex of the first Jurassic Park. You got a little bit of tonguage. Sits up and halfway down, or I just keep it down the bottom. But they even have the little, I don't know what you call these things, but they stretch with the mouth, and I think that's cool. He's got a little bit of articulation on his head. You can twist it to and fro. The arms don't do a whole hell of a lot because was the silliest thing about them. They do rotate, and the hands go up and down. And I imagine it's pretty much the same thing with the feet. You get a little bit up and down, and the tail has one joint in it where it can, I guess it can twist and bend a little bit, but not a whole lot. But this is really good look. I didn't realize how nice this thing was in hand. So thank you again, Harry, one of my subscribers. He found this for me and left it for me to pick up at my comic shop, and I like it. I think it's cool. So that's it for the week, guys. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Football playoffs, final week of the season's happening. Again, I said earlier, but I'm going to say it again. My Dolphins face the Bills at 8:15. Winner takes the AFC East and gets 2 home playoff games. So, fins up. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to all Gary's Grails content. And remember, the Grails are out there. Go find them. I'll see you next time. For more of my stuff, you can find me at any of these fine social media platforms.